Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Rewrite. Let's continue. After school, Shizuru and I meet up again. There's a crab stand in the park, so we buy something there. At this time of day, the park is full of kids in the Going Home Club running around to get the most out of their last few minutes here. Pudding, strawberry, and anchovies. What do you want?
Anchovy.
Wow, Shizuru-san, I didn't expect you to like bitter foods.
美味しいぞ。小太郎も一口食べるか。
Shizuru stuffs her cheeks with the anchovy crab, then she looks at me. Anchovies are normally pickled in salt and used on pizza. Apparently putting cream on them makes a nice sweet and salty flavor. Just watching her eat makes me want to try it. No, it's okay.
そうか。残念。
Huh? Shizuru, you've eaten with class rep before, right?
ある。ランチにサンマのフルーツサンドをご馳走した。
I'll question the sanity of that combination later. The point is, class rep had no trouble eating something you made, right? Konohana Lucia called cats and flowers filthy. Would someone like that really be able to eat food that someone else made? Actually, how could she even eat at the cafeteria?
ルチアは別に潔癖症なんかじゃない。
Then why does she tell everyone she is? Shizuru lowers her hands. Then she looks down, thinking hard about what she should tell me. She wears gloves all day long. That can't be comfortable. Why would she go that far if she isn't a clean freak?
あの手袋に意味なんてない。
No meaning?
前にルチアの手を見せてもらったはず。
Oh yeah, that's right. I thought those gloves were hiding some kind of secret, and eventually I forced her to take them off. Yeah, I think I remember that scene. I remember that. There was nothing weird about them. In fact, they were beautiful.
手袋の必要なんてない。でも彼女は手袋をしないと怖いんだ。
Because it's filthy?
不潔だからだ。
Wait a minute, doesn't that make her a clean freak?
違う、そうじゃない。
Her hands were pretty.
そうだ。ルチアの手は綺麗な手だ。
What is Shizuru trying to say? If she's not a clean freak and her gloves don't mean anything, then what? I can hear the voices of children playing. Oh, that's from Lucia's perspective. Some of them are running around chasing each other. Some of them are singing together. I can also hear balls being kicked around and someone playing a pianica. Have you seen sunflowers before? If you water them every day, they slowly grow taller, and by summer they'll have bright yellow flowers. And after that, they make lots and lots of seeds. Grow bigger, much bigger. Show us how many seeds you can make. You will have to compete with all your friends after all. Sensei told me sunflowers make tons of seeds. So when my sunflower makes seeds, and tons of other sunflowers start growing. And that repeats over and over and over. Wouldn't that fill the whole world with sunflowers? Sunflowers symbolize happiness. Happiness can cover the world. And if the very first seed was mine, that would be so wonderful. When I imagined that, my world became a field of sunflowers. A bright blue sky, clouds like white cotton. A field of sunflowers making waves in the wind, a strong wind carrying heat with it. That's the ideal world I imagined. A ladybug crawls up one of the leaves. It's cute. I poke it and it rolls over and falls off the leaf. Ah, sorry, I'll put you back. I pick up the ladybug and put it back on the leaf. But it rolls off yet again. What a clumsy bug. It's probably playing dead because I scared it. Such a waste, after crawling all the way up to that leaf. Could I bend that leaf so that it would stay up? Then I could just leave and it would eventually stop playing dead. I try gently bending the leaf toward an angle where it might be able to support the ladybug. This is hard. The sunflower's leaves won't do what I want them to. It was such a strong, bulky leaf, but it snapped off. That causes the ladybug to fall off and land on the ground again. It lies face up, not moving a muscle. None of its little legs are clawing at the air. Not a single one. I feel very worried when I notice that. Then I notice the leaf I broke off is curling up and wilting in my hand. It was so bright and strong before. Why? Then the huge flower starts drooping as if bowing to me. There's no wind blowing on it, so why? If you keep bowing like that, you will break your stem. I hurriedly prop up that huge flower, like holding up a person fainting from anemia. But the petals fall off one by one, all losing their color. Why? Why? I understand now. That ladybug wasn't playing dead. It really was dead. And now the sunflower is wilting and dying too. Why? Why? The sunflower slowly curls up and turns dark brown in my hands, as if someone cruelly trod it into the mud. It crumbles into little pieces. My hands look like puddles of dirty water, thick with rotten filth. On top of that, pus starts oozing out from my hands. I don't know what to do with those tainted hands. Rubbing them off on my clothes don't work, so I try shaking the mud off. Then the mud I fling off lands on several other sunflowers and melts through them. I can hear them crumpling up and falling over. What is this? What happened to my hands? This filthy, pus-like substance oozes out endlessly. A puddle forms as it drips from my hands. No, 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 this is filthy. It's scary. Stop it. I want to wipe off all of that filthy liquid, but there's nothing I can wipe it off on, so I fling my hands around wildly. That sends more filthy drops flying through the air. And every sunflower they land on bends over, snaps and crumbles. They're all lying flat on the ground. Before I knew it, the bright, lush field around me had turned into a muddy wasteland. All the once beautiful sunflowers lie down in the mud, slowly melting into a thick soup. It looked as if the sunflowers were distancing themselves from me. More keep falling, as if chains of sunflower dominoes had been started where I was standing. The field of sunflowers was nowhere to be seen anymore. There was only a carpet of rotting sunflowers knocked down into the filthy mud. And then I found just one sunflower that was barely managing to stand up within the filth. I was happy. I ran toward it without thinking to make sure it was okay. Don't touch it! I jump back at the boy's voice and stand still in the darkness. The boy's voice? No, it's not a boy's voice. It might be a girl's. I can't hear the words, but I can feel the whispering. I can't blame that voice for being mad at me. After all the sunflowers rotted because of my filthy hands. If I touch that last sunflower, it'll rot too, since it's just another sunflower. I bite my lip and look down as I press my desire to touch the sunflower and clench both hands. Then I quietly walk away. I can't shake the feeling that last sunflower will die too if I don't get away from it. Then I start running. Behind me, I can finally hear everyone's happy voices coming back. Because I didn't touch it, the last sunflower was just fine. That's why everyone's smiling again. After running through the darkness, I end up in an inorganic place, filled with white fluorescent light. This is my bathroom. I stick my tainted hands into the running water, so cold it hurts, and wash them viciously. The clear stream of water almost immediately turns filthy and muddy as I wash my hands with it. The porcelain sink becomes covered in that filthy spray. This water is so cold it hurts, but it's still not cleaning my hands at all. I wash and I wash. I wash and wash and wash and wash, but the filthy pus keeps oozing out. Where is the stuff coming from? Is it oozing out of the wrinkles in my palm or from under my fingernails? I grab a toothbrush and thoroughly, diligently, obsessively scrub round all 10 of my nails. But it doesn't help. Making my nails cleaner doesn't help. I have to dig out the source. As I do that, the sink fills up with filthy water, eventually overflowing. It starts bubbling, then the drain blocks up and the filth rapidly fills the whole sink. And then something stuck in the drain pops out into the sink. 4 dead goldfish. No, I remember. There's 5 of them. They're all floating upside down. The drain makes horrible noises as it tries to spit out something even worse. I don't have to see it to know what it is. I know it's a dead rabbit. What? It's not my fault. I didn't kill them. But if I hadn't approached and petted the rabbit, it wouldn't have died. It would still be alive. Everyone would still be smiling. So maybe it is my fault. Tears fall from my eyes as I feel a mix of anger and sadness as the dead goldfish swirl around my hands. I continue washing. This pus really is oozing out of my hands. I have to get it all out. But how? By digging and digging and digging until I can get every last drop out. I grab a razor and put the blade to my palm. I'll cut open this useless skin, then it should all flow out of me. I push the blade down. The sharp pain pulls me back to reality. So does that mean Lucia can kill living things just by touching them? How long have I been washing my hands? Forever and ever and ever and ever. I've never stopped washing my hands here.
何をしてるんだ私は
I turn off the water, curse, and wipe my hands with a towel. My hands ache from the cold water, almost like frostbite. I clench my hands together to warm them up and to crush that pain. Then I lean back against the wall and slowly slide down to the floor in a heap. I cover my face with my cold hands and groan.
ごめんねみんな私が汚いからだからごめんね大鳥さん
So whenever she was talking about something being filthy, she was always talking about herself. That adorable cat, its softness and warmth, Otori Chihaya's smile as she held it out to me. And her broken, crushed expression after I knocked her to the cold, hard ground with my own hands.
ごめんごめんね私にはね泣けないんだよ
I scratch at my face. I look at my clear white hands. Then tears fall from my swollen eyes once again. Chihaya, did you ever raise sunflowers in elementary school?
朝顔ならやりましたけど何か
Did they grow okay?
まあ普通に
Did everyone in the class have the same luck?
運の悪い子が何人か途中で枯らしちゃいましたねだからそれが何なんです
Exactly, like you said, they had bad luck. Class rep also had bad luck with her sunflowers.
この花さんの話なら特にしたくないんですけど
Chihaya realizes I called her out to the courtyard to talk about class rep and looks very displeased.
私別にこの花さんと仲が悪いつもりもありませんしあなたに仲直りのお膳立てなんてされても大きなお世話ですそれが用事ならこれで失礼しますけど
It wasn't just sunflowers. Her bad luck continued. Everyone in her class took turns feeding a goldfish, but the day after class rep fed it, it died.
金魚なんてすぐ死にますし
One day she volunteered to take care of a rabbit, and the day after it passed away.
ウサギだってか弱い動物ですし
That's right, all of those things can happen through sheer bad luck, no matter how well one takes care of them. Class rep just experienced all that bad luck in a very short span of time.
それで
The cruel social structure of young children blamed her for all of that. They said her hands were filthy and tainted, that all sunflowers she touched wilted, and any animals she touched died. That was when she started worrying about cleanliness, but rumors like that don't go away easily. No matter how clean her hands were, the other children never forgave her.
それであの手袋をするようになったと
Yes, that was when class rep started to avoid touching things directly. Konohana Lucia is so stubborn about wearing those gloves that everyone assumes she's a clean freak, and she claims everything is too filthy to touch. But it's not that flowers or cats or humans are filthy. Her own hands are filthy. That's why she doesn't want to touch them. No, that's why she can't touch them.
ルチアは今でも怖くて物に手が触れられない。
But why? There's nothing weird about sunflowers wilting or goldfish dying.
運が悪かった。それらが短い期間にルチアに集中しすぎた。
Was she really just unlucky? Or is it actually a quote-unquote ability of hers that she can kill things just by touching them? But wasn't that a long time ago? We are in high school now. Why is she still so worried about those bad childhood memories? Shizuru eats the last bite of her crepe. As she finishes, there's nothing for me to do except to watch all the kids playing in the park. What are they playing? It looks kinda like tag, but they clearly aren't using the same rules. They're probably using rules that no one else can understand. Young children still come up with special rules that only they can understand.
もしまた花に触れて枯れてしまうことがあったなら。
So that's why she acts like that. That's why she doesn't want to touch flowers. She couldn't enter the flower bed to get the soccer ball. That's why she can't touch animals. She can't hold an adorable cat even when someone offers her one.
私は聞いただけだから、その当時にどんな辛いことがあったのか全部は知らない。だが未だにルチアにとって深い心の傷になっているのだけは間違いない。ルチアもルチアなりにその傷と向かい合ってきた。忘れようとしたり乗り越えようとしたり、その挙句一番自分に優しく向かい合えたのがあの手袋だった。
If she doesn't touch anything, then nothing will wilt or die? That can't be right. That's like admitting that she killed the sunflower and the goldfish.
さっき小太郎はひまわりが枯れたり金魚が死んだりするのはよくあることだと自分で言った。ならもし悪い偶然がもう一度起こったならどうするのか。
When she says it like that, I can't answer. So, she's going to live the rest of her life afraid of touching any other living thing? Seriously?
ルチアだって本当は花が好きだし動物だって大好きだ。それで部屋には造花やぬいぐるみがいっぱいあるって言うんですか？
Yeah, apparently. So everything you are mad about is just a misunderstanding. Including the cat incident, class rep likes cats and she did want to hold it. She was just afraid it might die if she did.
それで猫ごと私を突き飛ばし花壇にも近寄らないと？
That's right. It was all just a sequence of unfortunate coincidences. She's not a bad person. Chihaya seems to be understanding me now. But her emotions aren't so simple that this resolves the conflict instantly. Geez, why is it so hard to get people to forgive each other?
幼い頃に非常に気の毒な事情があったってのはまあ理解しました。
You do?
でも納得しろと言われたらはいそうですかとうなずきたい気分でもありません。
Then what do you want?
そういう話は当人同士がするもんです。違いますか？
Chihaya's expression softens a little. At first glance, she's shrugging her shoulders in frustration, but I know she's beginning to understand.
私もこのままじゃ空気が悪くて嫌ですし、ならばこそきっちりと腹を割り合ってきちんと仲直りしたいです。
Exactly. If things get any tenser between you two, I'll suffocate.
あなた、その程度の理由で私とこの花さんにおせっかい焼いて回ってるんですか？物好きな人です。
Yeah, I'm willing and able to handle anything in this city.
ご町内のことは何でも？じゃあ、この花さんのお家、どこか教えてもらえます？
Why?
まあ、お見舞いにでも行ってやろうかと思いまして。
Class rep was absent today. Ostensibly, she has a cold, but given everything that happened, it's probably an emotional reason. Chihaya seems to have made the same assumption.
私も事情を知らずに言い過ぎましたし、責任取って私が自ら足を運ぶことにします。それでいいですか？
Of course, that's perfect.
私、まだこっちに来て日が浅いですし、街とかわかりません。 あなたが案内してください。
I don't actually know where it is, but I can just ask Shizuru. Shizuru wants her to have more friends. She knows this problem prevents class rep from making friends, but she still wants her to make more. I'm sure she'd be willing to tell me. Okay, shall we go right after school?
もちろんです。お見舞いなんですから。
Chihaya still looks unhappy, but she's probably feeling better on the inside. Now she just wants an opportunity to forgive class rep. And I'll give it to her. Okay, now where is class rep's house? I figured I could just ask Shizuru after class, but our homeroom ended late, so she went home without me. Not good. I can't just tell Chihaya I don't know where class rep's house is. It wouldn't look cool anymore.
それなら先生に聞いてみたら？お見舞いに行くって言えば教えてくれると思うよ。
Oh, good idea. Why don't you come with us, Kotori?
私もあの二人が仲直りしてくれた方が嬉しいからね。ご一緒して仲人に徹するよ。
Okay. I talk to our teacher and she tells me the address right away. Then the three of us start heading for class rep's house. Though the apartment she lives in is pretty far away. It's nowhere near any of our houses, so not only Chihaya, but even Kotori and I don't know this neighborhood very well.
こっちに来るのは初めてだね。
We never have a reason to come here usually. Good thing I asked the teacher to draw a map for us.
あ、ケーキ屋さん。あそこでお見舞いを買っていきましょう。
We take a detour into a small, cute cake shop and split the cost of 4 little cakes. Since none of us know what class rep likes, we bought a shortcake, a chocolate cake, a Mont Blanc, and a green tea cake. I asked whether they had any super spicy cakes, but they just laughed and looked at me like a crazy person. After we leave the cake shop, there's a flower shop next door begging us to come in.
気が利くね。なんだか総合病院のテナントみたいだよ。
あ、ここも寄ります。お花も買っていきましょう。
I don't know if that's such a good idea. Flowers. It is a typical present for a sick person, but I don't know if it's a good idea for a class rep.
いえ、買ってこうと思います。
いいの？
はい。彼女だって本当はお花好きなんですよね。
Yeah, that's what Shizuru said. She just doesn't want to touch them because they might wilt.
そりゃひまわりの栽培だったら水や肥料や天気の関係で枯れることもあると思います。でもお見舞いの花ですよ。妖怪じゃあるまいし、触れた途端にしおしおと枯れるわけもない。
Who knows? That's true, but class rep wears those gloves because she's afraid they might.
それってつまり食わず嫌いと同じってことです。避けてるから避け続ける。だから脅迫観念になる。
確かにそういうのはあるかもしれないけど。
小さい頃のその一件からもう何年も経ってるわけでしょ。苦手だから避ける、また避けるの悪循環の繰り返しでは、この花さんも最後には社会生活に支障をきたすと思いますよ。
So you want to break her out of that cycle by force?
そんな物騒なつもりはありません。ただお花ってこんなにも綺麗でいい匂いなんだよってことを思い出してもらえたら、彼女の気持ちも少しずつ整理がついていくんじゃないかと思って。
そういうことならいいんじゃないかな。彼女を怯えさせるためじゃなく、本当の意味で仲良しになるための最初の一歩として。
これが過去を水に流すきっかけになればいいなと思いまして。どうです？
She definitely has a point. From what Shizuru said, class rep still likes flowers and animals even though she's afraid of touching them. We can't force her to touch these flowers, but she might be able to water them at least. What do you think, Kotori? It seems okay to me as long as we aren't forcing her to do anything.
ありなんじゃないかな。長い目で見れば委員長も花を怖がらなくてもいいことを思い出してくれてもいいと思うし。
本当に私たちが友人ならそれを応援してあげるべきだと思います。かわいそうじゃないですか。女の子に生まれたのにお花をめでることもできず、動物を抱いたり撫でたりもできない人生なんて。
I wonder if Chihaya has any similar experiences. This feels like more than just sympathy. But I do know one thing now. Otori Chihaya seems like a short-tempered, unpleasant girl at times, but she also has plenty of kindness and consideration. That's why I'm sure. Despite their fighting and all the awkwardness between them, Chihaya never wanted that to happen. She wants to be friends with her, and she can be nice to her even in this situation. If she didn't really want to make up, then she wouldn't have proposed we go talk to class rep, much less buy flowers for her. You're actually pretty nice.
小太郎以外にはいいやつです。
She'd be so cute if she was more honest. Such a shame. We get a bouquet of pastel-colored flowers. Cakes and flowers. Yeah, we couldn't be more prepared for this. Then we round the corner. There's a nice little 2-story apartment building. It was probably built very recently. Well, let's enter it next time on Rewrite. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a nice day. Bye bye.